Now I'd like to show you another straight stitch, but it's different to the running stitch variations that we've been working on, or the long straight stitches. It's called stem stitch, and I'm going to run around the outside just to give this our leaf a border. So as usual, starting with your knot in the back, hold your thread out of the road a little bit, and the starting stitch will make, and I'll take the needle up about halfway from the length of the stitch, and then we hold the thread down again and just do another stitch the same size as the halfway stitch we did before, and just keep on doing that. The trick is to keep your thread down and out of the road. Whoops. And you get a nice sort of thick line when you do this. And you can use this stitch for filling or lines or lions, as the kids say. You can make curvy, straight, zigzag, whatever you want to do. What you can do with a line, you can do with stem stitch. Now I'll just show you a piece that we did earlier, or I did earlier, or Remember's done earlier, that's got a lot of stem stitch, which gives a nice thick braid, and you can see what. In this piece, you can see that there's several lines of stem stitch, and it makes a nice thick band. So you can see how you could use it as a filling stitch or to make something bolder. In a thinner thread is another stem stitch in this circle. This is just basically running stitch in a circle, and we've got the running stitch on the outside, but the stem stitch adds a bit of weight to the piece, which makes it sort of nice. I can also show you blanket stitch, which is another way of giving an edge to a piece, and I'll put it on the other side of the beetle just so you can see. I'm going to stitch away from me, you can probably, and you put your needle in a little distance away, hold the thread, put the needle in a little distance away, and you've got blanket stitch. You probably remember in the days once upon a time when we used blankets instead of doonas, the tops of the blankets were finished like this. You could stitch the spokes in different patterns, so you can have a long, a short, a long, a short. You could stitch them all together so you can't see any fabric behind, and then it becomes buttonhole stitch. You can make circles with the spokes in or the spokes out. And there are a whole heap of variations of blanket stitch. If you feel really enthusiastic, use Mr. Google and find it on the internet, or visit the guild and find a stitch book which will teach you a little bit more. Yep. Now I'm going to show you chain stitch. In Butterfly Effect, done by Alyssa's mum, she put chain stitch around the outside of a to create a border. Before I'd just done running stitch, and then I did blanket stitch. But you can also do lines like the butterfly in chain stitch, and I'm going to show you how to do chain stitch just on a sample piece of fabric. I've already done one line of chain stitch, and here actually you can see a couple of variations of blanket stitch, but we'll do chain stitch through. Again, we need to make a loop. It's a looped stitch. Put the needle in and out. I'll make it quite large so you can see, and pull, and you catch your chain. You'll know if you miss your loop, because it'll just disappear into nothing and you'll have two little dots way apart. There are lots of variations of chain stitch too, but chain stitch is a really nice stitch and easy to do. And if you look at a lot of traditional Northern Indian stitches, I think there's a lot of chain stitch. A lot of chain stitch in Asian textiles generally, and it can be used as a line or as a filling stitch. Remember the important thing, keep a loop, put your needle in inside the earlier chain, I don't think I said that, and pull through. If you miss your loop, you'll end up having something that looks like that. Good luck with chain stitch, and again, look for some instructions if you need to work on this one, or visit us at the Guild.